Santiago Asconapé on behalf of Onvoi Interactive, an interactive technology company. We have revolutionized, created completely immensely new things, original file formats of an interactive quality with two push button remote control technology, two push buttons and a remote control called the Onvoi keypad device, proprietary and original. A two push button remote control that once a console unit, an OES console unit, an interactive system of electronics box, is plugged in simply into the television set. When that's plugged into the television set with a two push button remote control, they have interactive choice selection. Push button 1, push button 2, and they have choice selection as far as what they see on the television screen, on the television set. And original programming is going to be put into this box so that for the first time in industrial history, interactive technology is going to be possible via a proprietary Onvoi entertainment system, interactive system, an Onvoi console box, Onvoi console unit. We call it Onvoi. It's a company that has revolutionized interactive technology through the original file formats that are proprietary, meaning for the first time in American history, a simple two push button interactive choice selection box is going to be made possible in the living room. We got to the point where with an original projector we could do interactive cinema with the same original file formats and the same Onvoi remote control with two push buttons. The cinematic experience in movie theaters with the remote control being taken into the movie theater, so with two push buttons, interactive movies for the first time. Imagine that in 198 countries. Imagine the gross revenue that would be possible, the box office revenue that would be possible with this brand new industry, this brand new medium, an entertainment media distribution, but no media system and possibility. Now, we figured that out for the cinema, for the movie theater. Now, guess what? All the movie theaters closed. And no one's making any effort to reopen them, basically in any country worldwide. Well, that's interesting. I think some people are doing things unethically. That will change in the future. But as far as home entertainment and as far as the direct-to-consumer markets, where consumer technology, meaning people at home in their living rooms, guess what? We have that figured out. Two push button technology, a remote control, simply installed with AV cables, the way it used to work back when things actually worked as far as technology. You plug that into the television set with a wireless remote control. You push button 1, push button 2, and you get to control the sequences and the scenes on the on-screen content. And of course, whatever goes into that Onvoi box, eventually when it's made and finalized, it's going to be of good quality, uplifting quality, wholesome entertainment content where it's not going to demoralize people, it's not going to offend people, it's not going to turn people off, it's not going to send people the wrong messages, because only socially acceptable, good, uplifting, positive things are going to be included into that box. It's going to be good for society. Now, with two push button technology, interactive choice technology, proprietary to Onvoi, the simplicity of the experience is going to be unbelievable. Because when it happens, it's not going to be, 4-hour movies, 4-hour war movies. It's not going to be socially controversial dramas that would offend any member of the family. Instead, it's going to be simple content where, with the duration of the content, meaning almost like simple video games, okay? very simple narratives, very simple plots. With just 2 push buttons, they make interactive choices and decisions. That will, for the first time, is going to happen. Secondly, people are going to be delighted by it, meaning, wow, I get a say in what happens on the screen. And it's going to have a good message, good social message. It's going to be uplifting. The content's going to be very entertaining, but very simple. We've explored web-based programming into it. We're actually leaning more towards the analog circuitry, where it's just simple video games, but there's still a component of the interactive choice, where the characters on the screen make the decisions accordingly based on the input of the audience with the 2 push button Onvoi remote control. Now, we've made tremendous progress. The original file formats that have been designed and developed, the synchronization of hardware to software with the remote control has been tremendously challenging. We've reached a point where we honestly think we may have to reach out to manufacturers in Morocco to make it happen. That's the kind of world that we live in today. Is it possible? A lot of barriers in the technology world, in the World Wide Web, that's no longer it's not so worldwide anymore. Seems very limited in scope. More marginalization, localization of web resources that actually works against the interests of a lot of these important, innovative efforts. But eventually things will improve. Everything will happen with time, and we have to be happy with some of the progress that's been made, and more importantly, in the future, watch out. Good things are going to happen. I'm Santiago Asconapé, and on behalf of Onvoi Entertainment, Onvoi Interactive technology, folks. But not an abstract world where people get lost in it. Not the virtual clouds that have been very unreliable for consumers ever since that pandemic happened. Instead, simple, uplifting, good technology that will have a good social value, serve a good social purpose, and yet be revolutionarily important in terms of the unique technology offerings that it will introduce into the marketplace, the global marketplace. So thank you so very much for listening. I'm Santiago Asconapé, and on behalf of Onvoi Interactive, God bless you and take care.